Analysis of data. A knowledge of basic statistics is imperative both to the research producer and research consumer in library science, just as it is imperative to the research producer and consumer in any social science or in any field which relies on empirical evidence for the development of principles. Statistical analysis or statistics, concerned with the development and application of methods and techniques for organizing and analyzing data, usually quantitative, so that the reliability of conclusions based on the data may be evaluated objectively in terms of probability. Role of statistics. The basic purpose of statistical analysis is to summarize observations or data in such a manner that they provide answers to the hypothesis or research questions. Interpretation of the results follows the analysis stage, and its purpose is to search for the broader meaning of the results by linking them to other available knowledge. Steps involved in statistical analysis. The establishment of categories. Coding the data. In order to organize and analyze the data collected for a study, it is necessary to place them in categories. There are 4 basic rules or guidelines for establishing categories. Coding the data. Once the categories have been established and data assigned to them, it is necessary to convert the new data or responses to numerical codes so that they can be tabulated or tallied. Reliability. One of the most important considerations in coding, the degree of consistency with which coding segments are assigned to the same categories.
Once the data are ready to be analyzed, the researcher can choose to utilize descriptive statistics, inferential statistics, or both.
Analyzing the data. Descriptive statistics are used to describe or summarize the characteristics of a sample or data set, such as a variable's mean, standard deviation, or frequency. Basic functions. 1. At the most basic level, the statistical analysis can indicate how many persons, objects, scores, or whatever achieved each value for every variable that was measured. 2. When it may be difficult to grasp the overall meaning of frequency distribution tables, pictorial representations can be used to portray a variety of characteristics of the cases or individuals with respect to the variable or variables measured. 3. Descriptive statistics are capable of characterizing what is typical in a group of cases. 4. Descriptive statistics can indicate how widely cases in a group vary. 5. Descriptive statistics can measure the relationship between or amongst different variables in the data. Lastly, to describe the difference between 2 or more groups of individuals. Analyzing the data. Inferential statistics help one to make inferences and judgments about what exists on the basis of only partial evidence. Inferential statistics themselves are of two basic types: the parametric statistics or tests, and non-parametric statistics or tests. Parametric statistics require the assumption of a normal population or distribution. Non-parametric statistics. In contrast to parametric statistics, non-parametric statistics are considered to be distribution-free. Selecting the appropriate statistical test. The selection of a proper statistic can be facilitated by using some sort of decision tree to systematize the process. Cautions in testing the hypothesis. In using statistics to test hypotheses, one must always keep in mind that statistical inferences are based on probability, and one can never rely on statistical evidence alone for a judgment of whether a hypothesis is true. Such a decision must be based on the presuppositions or conceptual basis of the research as well. Statistical analysis software. As computing power increases, statistics programs are continually being updated. Using a statistical software package via server is an efficient technique for analyzing large amounts of data. An example of such a statistical package is BNDP software. It can be used for a variety of statistical analyses and is not limited to medical research. It is worth noting briefly non-quantified data. Not all research data are susceptible to quantification, and such data do not lend themselves to statistical analysis. The analysis of qualitative data differs from the analysis of quantitative data not only in the nature of the data but also in the nature of the process. For example, qualitative analysis is not perceived as a separate phase as in quantitative research. There are cautions in utilizing statistics. Perhaps the most important principle to keep in mind is that statistics, whether generated manually or by a computer, cannot substitute for early, sound conceptual development of the research design and statistical analysis.